There is no doubt in my mind that there are some teachers in this country who are avid firearms folks as a hobby and maybe as hunters, and probably are pretty good marksmen. But the bottom line is there's a difference in the way law enforcement trains all the time as compared to the way that teachers are trained. Teachers are trained to teach children. Law enforcement officers are trained to respond to things in a tactical way. I don't know that we're going to have the ability to get teachers to that level, because when you talk about having a firearm to defend yourself, that's a little different from then having to get into an offensive mode and actually go and aggressively chase down that active shooter. The other thing that becomes a concern for us is if there were a law enforcement response to a school where educators were armed and we're in a hot situation with an active shooter, it could really be challenging to arrive on the scene and not know who the good guy or the bad guy is. We see one person or 6 people with weapons drawn in plain clothes. That could go bad in a hurry, and we could wind up with someone accidentally being shot and killed who was actually a good guy, but we didn't know that. It's important to note that an SRO is not an armed guard. We are not armed guards standing waiting for something that's likely never going to happen. Most SROs, most schools are not going to face an active shooter situation. But we have to be completely prepared to respond to it. And so that's why it's so important that SROs are engaged with the administration on the school safety plans and the crisis plans.